Good morning, beloved. Uh-oh. Good morning, beloved.
Good morning.
It is so good to see each of you here in our sanctuary and to know the many connections that are coming across online. I want to welcome you to Beacon Unitarian Universalist Congregation, a community committed to radical inclusion, to feeding the human spirit, and yes, healing the world. It is a beautiful Sunday here in New Jersey. Isn't it gorgeous? My goodness, it's perfect. We are having a party right after our service over at 695 Springfield. I do hope you'll join us for Heritage OP, drumming, fantastic food from KB's Barbecue. I'm sorry for those who are online. I'm probably making your mouth water and your heart yearn. That's okay. We have come together for worship, and we will provide spiritual nourishment in this service, if not physical nourishment in our time right here, right now. I invite those who are online to take a moment perhaps and introduce yourselves and share where you're joining us from. My words are coming to you from the land of the Lenni Lenape, the ancestral lands. We affirm the continued existence, presence, and right to sacred ceremony of the Lenape across the land that we now call New Jersey. As we settle into the sanctuary, I invite you to take a moment, and would you greet your neighbor as those who are online greet one another in the chat? I'm going to invite us to come back together. I hope you will continue those conversations after our service. And for those who are online, continue chatting. I did not introduce myself. I'm Reverend Robin. My pronouns are she, her. And I'm a member of the lead ministry team here at Beacon. It's wonderful when our community wants to just continue greeting and welcoming one another. It's a good spirit to have this day. Welcome, beloved. Would you take a breath with me and perhaps take in the interconnections, the joy, the gift of this moment, this time that we share, this time for worship, that is to consider what is of worth, which includes each and every one of you here in this sanctuary, connecting with us online, sharing in this life. You have come this day to our coming of age service, an incredible service of threshold and testimony for our 9th graders as they share their credos. Thank you for bearing witness to this transition. Thank you, Beacon. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Misa Iwama. I'm the Director of Music Ministry, and I'm here with John O'Neill. And we, together with Dana, are going to be starting the morning by singing number 1003. That is, Where Do We Come From? I invite you to rise in any way possible. What we're going to do with this is we're going to sing through the 4 lines of the song. Each line we'll do twice. And then after that, I'll make a signal, and you pick up whichever line you like the best. And then you just keep on singing that line. In the end, we'll all come back again together. Here we go. Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? pick a piece. Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Mystery. Mystery. Life is a riddle and a mystery. To the beginning. Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from? What are we? Where are we going?
Thank you, everybody, and good morning. My name is Tuli Patel. My pronouns are she, her, and today I'm wearing a white top with flowery prints and glasses, and I have blue jeans and sneakers because of the party at 6:95. Even if you didn't RSVP, you should come anyway. So every time we gather, we light a chalice, symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith, and we usually have words to go along with it, words that are meant to inspire as well as ground us. So this morning's chalice lighting is what our youth use every Sunday night when they gather. And so we're going to use their words. And the last phrase is energy of action. And sometimes in youth group they go, the energy of action. And we're like, people, listen to the words. So we're going to do this collectively, and I expect you all to bring energy to the energy of action. And the first two lines are, we light this chalice for the light of truth, the warmth of love, and the energy of action. Ready? We light this chalice for the light of truth, the warmth of love, and the energy of action. Thank you all.
Good morning. I'm Abby Laney.
And I'm Hannah Shell.
I am a 16-year-old biracial girl with, I don't know, my hair is slicked up in a bun right now, and it is staying in place, and my 5-inch heels again.
I am a 16-year-old white girl with medium-length brown hair, glasses, and a flowery skirt.
So, I don't know if we can rewind time to last year during the coming of age service, but we sang a song. What was it?
We were bringing you back.
Oh, see,
So we thought
we graduated COA, so we wanted to step it up again and bring the song back.
We're not sure if you guys have heard of the hit Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off, but our version is, dare I say, you-ified a bit. So bear with us.
And you can snap or clap on beat, preferably on beat. If not, oh well. We stay out till 8. Got you on our brains. That's what we all say. Mm-hmm. That's what we all say. Mm-hmm. We go on too many breaks, but we can't keep away. At least that's what we all say. Mm-hmm. That's what we all say. Mm-hmm. But we keep learning, can't stop making sermons. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. Cause the candles have a flame, 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 flame. And the reverend's gonna say, hey, I'm just gonna stay. Here each week. Always having fun, playing games with everyone. And that's what they don't see. Mm-hmm. That's what they don't see. Mm-hmm. We're not learning on our own. Even all A principles. And that's what we all know. Mm-hmm. That's what we all know. Mm-hmm. But we keep proving that you can be grooving. We got Misa's music in our mind saying it's gonna be alright. Blue boat is coming home, 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 home. And we are gonna grow, 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 grow. Hey, we're just gonna make memories, memories.
Thank you.
And that, beloveds, is what you get when you contribute to creating and raising confident, compassionate, and resilient youth. Thank you for sharing your gifts. My name is Dana Moore. I use she, her pronouns, and I have the honor of being the youth program coordinator here at Beacon. I have warm, creamy brown skin. I wear pink lips and dark-colored glasses. And I am thrilled to share with you about coming of age. How many of us know what coming of age is? Nice. Here in this beloved community, we covenant and we commit to raising resilient, confident, and compassionate youth and children together, recognizing that we are better together, that we share our time, talents, and treasures to the betterment of our community and the fulfillment of our shared mission. We practice our values of radical inclusivity, tending to the flourishing fruits of our community, our coming-of-age youth. We feed their spirits with wisdom, truth, and the power that comes from discovery and discernment. We heal our own hearts and our own hurts by creating safe, just, and sustainable beloved community where our children thrive and learn, and in doing so, we heal our world together. Our world's traditions across the globe and throughout time and space have always acknowledged life's most critical transitions, from infancy to adolescence, to adulthood and elderhood, to the death of our physical bodies and the living brilliance of our souls, or spirits, or lingering love, whatever words ring true to your hearts. In this, our pluralistic faith, we are blessed with the ability to use many different words, perspectives, and beliefs to share what is sacred to us. Our pluralistic faith welcomes all of the colors, textures, and patterns and threads in a shared tapestry, an inescapable network of mutuality that ties us to a single garment of life, as the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. shared. Our words to describe and honor these transitions of life change over time, as they will continue, for ours is a living tradition, one where we welcome the wisdom of our youth at this time each year. We are here today to recognize the completion of a year-long journey of discernment and faith of our ninth graders. Some of our coming-of-agers today have been with us since childhood. And so this journey and achievement that we share and celebrate together doesn't happen overnight. For some, it began over a decade ago when they were dedicated as children or youth right here in this sanctuary. And for some, it happened in another faith context. But for all of us, we used our sacred time together to acknowledge and welcome the brilliance of the lives that stand and sit before us. This is something that we do together as a sacred community, and we don't do it alone. I want to acknowledge wonderful guides and adult advisors who have been with us throughout this time of religious education, our OWL teachers and reverends, Tuli Patel, our youth advisors, our senior youth advisors, Suzanne Wagner, Chad Petrove, Dennis White, Adam Gonerman, and Steve Kramer this year. I want to acknowledge our coordinators in lifespan religious education, like the phenomenal Jermaine Kripe, and myself this year. Thank you. But this morning, we are here to celebrate our youth. Sophia Reno, who is not with us today, Maya Kimmel, and Phoenix Rudzewski. We are here to celebrate what you understand of this world, how you are navigating and deepening your relationships with what it means to be human and what it means to be a Unitarian Universalist. Let us receive these words in love.
So what we try to do in our Time for All Ages is learn more about Unitarian Universalism, and in doing so also learn a little bit more about ourselves, right? So we're going to do an activity. That's why each one of you got a card and a pencil. If you don't have one, raise your hand and we'll ask the ushers to come out and get you one. And think of it as a precursor to an activity that's going to come later. We do nothing if we don't do interactive services very well. So today is a Wonder Box. Thank you. Who would like to come and open the Wonder Box? Do I have a volunteer?
Oh my goodness.
Amelia Shell, come on down. Could we get some traveling music, please, John? Here comes Amelia. Lila, you can come up too. It's okay, baby.
Yeah.
We can take two people.
We'll take two. One over here. Just go right for Amelia. She's through those doors.
Thank you, John.
Can you share your name and how old you are?
My name is Lila and I'm 5.
Thanks, Lila.
My name is Amelia and I'm 10.
Thanks, Amelia. Are you ready to open it? Okay, you want to do it together? Here, Lila, you want to step up here? That way you'll be able to see inside. All right, go for it.
Ah, what do we have?
Ooh, what's in there? What's that, Lila?
Can you turn around and show everybody? Can you hold it up?
We have a baby book.
A baby book, a bottle. What is this strange thing? Can you hold it up, Amelia, please? Any guesses what this thing is? Anybody know? That's a bit of rosin. And there's one more thing. Did it come out?
Yep.
Oh, can you hold it up?
It's like a guitar pick.
A guitar pick. Very good. Thank you so much, Amelia and Lila. Thank you for coming up and helping. That's what the rosin goes into, Lila. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, let's give them a hand. Thank you. So these objects represent the journey that our coming of ages might have gone on. The bottle, clearly food and sustenance for anybody who needs to grow into the fine young people that these youngsters have grown into. The guitar pick, because Phoenix plays guitar. A board book, because apparently Maya, when she was little, loved board books. And a bit of rosin, because Maya plays cello in the New Jersey Youth Symphony. So now what we'd love for you to do is take your index card and pencil and write what objects would represent your journey as you grew. So what would be an object that would represent you when you were little, and what object might represent you now as a grown-up? So for me, I might say I wanted to, about the age of 14, be a geologist. So I'd probably put a rock in the beginning, and right now I'd put a book because I read a lot. So what are some things that would represent you when you were young, and what might represent you now? And if you're under 10 and you can't see your life out that far, what do you think you would write or draw as you become older? We have about 60 seconds. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. So this is the interactive part. We are going to take responses. We'll take about 3. And Reverend Robin will bring the mic to you. So if you are ready and willing to share, raise your hand. We have Abby who's going to go first. Go, Abby.
I got really excited about that. Okay, so I would start with my little kid years. Probably I put a horse saddle. I rode horses starting at the age of 3. Bad parenting. And now I'd still probably put a saddle because I now work at the barn, but I would also put a gold medal for track.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Abby. Somebody else who would like to share? Don't feel shy now. We have Debbie over here on the right. Debbie has 2 objects.
Mine is pictures. A cowboy hat,
A cowboy hat,
a bicycle,
bicycle,
an artist paintbrush,
an artist paintbrush.
a
Thank you.
hammer, and wait,
Oh, you have a long list.
and a mortarboard, graduation hat.
Excellent. I love it. Thank you so much, Debbie. Somebody else who'd like to share? You got Joanne behind you.
I do have Joanne behind me.
A muff. I remember this picture of me sitting with my grandmother with my hands in her muff. You know,
Oh, a muff. Okay, all right.
old-fashioned
Yes.
kind of thing to keep warm your hands. And now it's food.
Excellent. All right. One more. I'll take one more. We got Wim or Robert. Oh, we can. We'll take both.
2? Can we take 2?
Yes, we can take 2.
I would say video games, computers, and then hammer and nails and wood.
Excellent. Thank you.
And Wim.
I was going to write bike, but I thought that was a bit too obvious. So I wrote cross because I was raised Catholic, and then I wrote chalice because I'm a proud UU.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Wim. Thank you all so much. Here ends our time for all ages. Hang on to those cards and pencils because there's another interactive component later on. I'd like to invite forward Maureen Irwin for our candle lighting.
Good morning. I'm Maureen Irwin. Many moons ago, my son did his coming of age, and I have some friends from First U that may remember that. That makes me a young elder. And I am 5'2", and I have on a black shirt, accompanied by my chaplain scarf, recognizing me as a chaplain. Yesterday, I was reading Rabbi Steve Leder's book on how to write an ethical will. The will that most of us know transfers our assets to our loved ones. But an ethical will is one where we take pen to paper and write down our values and how we want an aspiration of how we've wanted to live our lives and share that with our loved ones. And I couldn't help but think that that's what our coming of age group was doing this year, is thinking about what's important to them at this time, how they want to live their lives, and putting that to paper and sharing it with our community here. Yet there are times in our lives when we're troubled and we're in pain because others aren't living according to our values or how we think they should behave. Or we're troubled and stressed because we're not living to our values and how we want to live. And at those times, it's helpful to share our stories with a compassionate listener. And that's what our Beacon chaplains do. We listen, we're trained to be non-judgmental listeners and hear your story and what's troubling you, and hope that healing and comfort comes about as a result of that. So if you're experiencing emotional or spiritual pain, reach out to our ministry team or to a chaplain and get yourself a listening ear. Chaplains also extend the spiritual care of our community by facilitating our weekly ritual of community candle lighting. And today our first candle is being lit for Rhoda Clemenhaga, who is facing spinal surgery this week. We've lit candles over the past few weeks, but this week she's going through a tough surgery, and we wish her a safe journey and a good recovery. We light a candle in honor for the life of our longtime member, Carol LaPierre, who passed away peacefully at home this past Monday with her family and a beloved dog. She was a longtime member of Beacon and also First U in Plainfield. A true connector of humans, a lover of the arts, a traveler, Carol's energy and presence will be mourned. We light a care and compassion to longtime member Sandy Blackwood and her daughters as they grieve the death of Sandy's husband early in May. A service will be held here at Beacon, and details will be forthcoming. We light a candle for Mental Health Awareness Month with a hope that any stigma for mental health be removed and that all beloveds are known as sacred and appreciated, with hope that mental health care is expanded in our communities. We light a candle of celebration for our coming of agers, making their credos today and crossing an important threshold on their journey. And we light a candle for Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, commemorating when the first recognized immigrants came from Japan in 1843, alongside the contributions of Chinese Americans in building the first transcontinental railroad. With a light for inclusion and commitment to combat any anti-Asian speech or action here in our communities, along deep appreciation for the contribution of Asian Americans across the centuries in the U.S. And I'll share that I didn't know that, and I raised 2 Asian children through adolescence, so I am calling them today, because I don't think they know. Please come forward here in the sanctuary or in your home to light a candle for these and all joys and sorrows in your life.
want to invite us, beloved, to continue in this reflective space. And I'm going to invite you into a moment of prayer. And I know in the pluralism that is our community, prayer can be a word that some in our sanctuary or online are embracing, and others are saying, oh no. We live into the diversity of practice, and I invite you, as I say, come into a space of prayer with me, to consider with that prayer an opening of heart, rather than perhaps a petition to a distant holy. Instead, the sacred here in our beings and in our midst, an opening to connection. Prayer as maybe dialogue. Prayer as listening, prayer as sending energy out into the world, and prayer as receiving the blessing of our interconnection. And so it is in that spirit that I invite you to draw breath in once more. This breath that is all the breath that has ever existed, that connects us to every living being that ever was, is, and will be. This breath that is a ritual of gratitude because it is given to us as a gift of Earth herself. The exhale of the trees, our inhale. So it is from this place already of gratitude, the generosity, and the miracle of our existence, that we begin. Spirit of life, this day we each send energy out from this gathering. An energy of healing and transformation for anyone who is struggling in body, in mind, with any illness. Let us also extend peace of heart to those who are anticipating a surgery, a procedure, who are waiting for a test result, who find themselves filled with a little bit of worry and perhaps anxiety. Spirit of life and of love, we also extend an energy of compassion, of solace, of love and memory for all of us grieving the loss of a beloved. We lift up today the name of James Blackwood. We lift up the name Carol LaPierre, and I invite you to say aloud here the name of someone you are remembering, missing, honoring. With the sacredness of memory, we affirm that to live in hearts that love is not to die, but to go on in the next generation. Spirit of life and love, we give thanks for the next generation, for the present generation in our midst, most especially lifting up Sophia and Maya and Phoenix this day. As they cross this threshold, we send you every ounce of energy of celebration, of appreciation, and affirmation. and for the community that has sustained you and helped guide you and will continue to do so. We also give thanks. I invite each of you, beloved, to consider all of those who have made and make your life possible. And as we close this time of prayer, of listening, of dialogue, perhaps in the silence of your hearts, perhaps right out loud, give thanks for those people without whom you would not be who you are today. For the many lights that kindle our own, for the earth herself turning and transforming on this blue boat home and sustaining our lives and those who will follow. Let us close not with an amen, but simply with an affirmation of gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Chad Petrove. I'm a 6-foot average white male with a receding hairline, and I'm wearing a gray short sleeve shirt today to soak up some of that sun and get some vitamin D, which I so desperately need. Our reading today is called Generation to Generation by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. It begins, in a house which becomes a home, one hands down and another takes up the heritage of mind and heart, laughter and tears, musings and deeds. Love, like a carefully loaded ship, crosses a gulf between the generations. Therefore, we do not neglect the ceremonies of our passage when we wed, when we die, when we are blessed with a child, when we depart and when we return, when we plant and when we harvest. Let us bring up our children. It is not the place of some official to hand to them our heritage. If others impart to our children our knowledge and ideals, they will lose all of us that is wordless and full of wonder. Let us build memories in our children, lest they drag out joyless lives, lest they allow treasures to be lost because they have not been given the keys. We live not by things, but by the meanings of things. It is needful to transmit the passwords from generation to generation.
And our next song is our favorite. It's 1064, Blue Boat Home. And I invite you to rise in all ways possible and join in singing this beautiful song to the earth. Low below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my drum
we are back. I am Hannah.
I'm Abby. And as COA mentors over this congregational year, we have had the pleasure to get to know and foster relationships with this year's Coming of Age class.
Through endless moments of laughter and deep reflection, we have created bonds with all of them.
As mentors, we have had the responsibility to provide guidance and a fun environment as we have walked with them through their spiritual journey. As you may or may not know, we ourselves went through the same process last year with the support of our two phenomenal mentors, Lois and Sammy.
They gave us the fundamental lessons that we were able to share with this year's class, along with a warm and inviting welcome to the world of senior youth group.
We felt as though this coming of age class deserved to be recognized individually and as well as a whole. Starting from day one, we knew this year was going to be one filled with excitement and eagerness to learn more.
Although they came in seemingly strangers, they all quickly connected in a way that makes anyone around them respect their ability to be open and form bonds with one another.
We would like to give some brief recognition to each individual's hard work that they put in this year.
We're going to start off with Sophia Reno, who is not with us today, but has been a part of this year's journey and class.
From the beginning of this coming of age youth group year, Sophia started off secluded and shy, but she was quickly able to find her place and created relationships that anyone would be lucky to have.
She is truly a funny and insightful person who thinks outside of the box in a way that no one else can, and knows when to be lighthearted, but also is able to be serious and compassionate and mindful of the feelings of others in a way that truly shows her character.
Everyone in youth group is beyond lucky to have her in our presence, and she is able to give the sister-like advice that proves to be crucial to everyone.
We have also been very lucky to get to know Maya Kimmel on a deeper level this year, throughout multiple activities, events, and overall quality time. Initially, Maya kept to herself, but luckily she realized she fit in right away and now is an incredibly valued member of the youth group.
She always knows how to have a good time and tells the funniest animal stories. You should really listen to them. She also has the ability to impress an entire room when she plays the cello. She brings the same amount of commitment and dedication to our shared time in COA.
She is always very thoughtful in her responses, and we look forward to seeing her dive even deeper into her endeavors.
Ever since Phoenix walked into the COA room, he has had a brother-like attitude about him. He is always there for anyone when they need somebody to talk to, and he can make anyone laugh in any situation.
From the very start, we were able to see his clear intent to learn more about our faith, and he always wanted to learn ways to help the youth group thrive.
We were very lucky to have some of the most exciting experiences with him, and since he's the only guy in COA who lives in Summit, he always helped us find really good food.
We were overall very lucky to be in the presence of someone as funny and smart as Phoenix, and we will miss his out-of-pocket jokes in COA, but we'll know he'll continue to bring them to youth group every Sunday.
We have been so honored to watch each and every one of you guys grow up to be even more unique and amazing members of our congregation, and we hope that we were able to give you the same experiences that our mentors gave to us.
This year has truly been special, and we hope you keep bringing the energy of action to all the people who surround you, and hopefully we will be included.
And as we come to a close, this is not in the script. She does not know about this. I want to thank Hannah. I would not have wanted to be a mentor with anyone else. She honestly is like one of my best friends, and I'm so lucky that I got to share this lovely experience with her. And thank you for entrusting us with such a valuable role throughout your journeys.
Now you're making me say something to you, which is not a problem at all, because I've really enjoyed being a mentor with you. I would never have sung a song up here in front of all these people without your incredible presence.
I might be a weird influence, guys.
You're always very nice and very supportive, and I'm really glad we were able to be mentors. We can't wait to see what you accomplish in the coming years, and we wish you the very best.
Mentors signing out.
Okay, my name is Maya Kimmel. Here's my credo. All right, one value that is very important to me is being myself and expressing myself how I like. I've always liked certain things a little differently and often to a much greater extent than most of my peers. I've always had a strong interest and opinions, usually regarding Harry Potter. In 3rd grade, I went as far as to wearing a Harry Potter tie to school every day. I enjoy creating things and love to wear things I make. Expressing myself feels good for me, even if I get judged sometimes. In my mind, something like a colorful hair clip is worth a few looks from passersby. Another value that ties into that is not assuming or judging people. I always try to remind myself the fact that no one ever knows the whole story. I especially try to remind myself this when I'm in a conflict with people, or if someone is not treating me nice. Once my friend told me what they had assumed about me before they got to know me. After discussing, they admitted that they didn't know my whole story back then and were incorrect. I even caught myself thinking that I would likely think similarly of myself if I was someone else. That just shows how people's reasons for acting a certain way often have a cause that you don't know about. It does make me sad that people may presume things about me and other people. To some extent, it's human nature, curiosity. I always try to encourage people to try to think beyond, and if they still don't understand, to just accept that. I think it's very important to be accepting of everyone no matter what. Thank you.
All right. How you guys doing? My name's Phoenix, and good morning. Good morning. All right, where's Sammy for his loud good morning? Because I need that right now. All right. For all my life, I've been lucky enough to have someone to look up to. Someone who stands tall in the face of danger and shows me the way towards the promise of success. Being the older brother in my family, it comes as a blessing to find people like these. Genuine souls who want to lend a helping hand. Genuinity in a person is scarce nowadays, and that's probably why I value it so much. I'm picky about my friends, and that's probably why so many come and go over the years. And I'll admit, I changed so much from year to year personally. But through my internal metamorphosis, the core values that I hold dear to me still stand. I believe in a God, but one that, like my mentors in the past, stands tall in the face of danger. Someone or something that I can always fall back on. My rock in the pandemonium of the violent waves and the vast ocean that is life. That was long. All right. Getting older, many opportunities are presented to you, paths that you can choose. In making those choices, I seek guidance from my mentors, along with God, but in the end, I want it to be my choice. My freedom to me is a necessity. Possibly, that's my hamartia. I feel the need to be the one to make the choice, to have an escape clause, to live a life where I am free to make all the decisions that are most beneficial to my path. Life is intimidating and scary, but to feel like you have God watching your back is more comforting than anything. I feel the sense that there's a plan for me, that someone is watching and cares for me at all times. So even when I'm at my lowest, I'm never alone. In having God watching my back, I choose to uphold core values to me. Values of respect, courtesy, and genuinity in myself, upholding these principles like those I seek in others. Choosing to live my life by this code brings me closer to this divine presence, my own God, the God that I know will change and evolve through my own journey through life. Thank you.
Can we give our coming of agers just one more round of appreciation? It is not easy to stand before a group of people and share your core values and beliefs and what is guiding you, and to do so twice also on a Sunday. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Maya. And I know you all are a little jealous. You all want to be up here sharing your credos, right? That's exactly what's happening. Well, we planned for this scenario, and we're going to give you an opportunity to write your own credo statement right here and right now. Now, you might be saying that's completely unfair. I haven't had months and months in small groups, but we're going to do so through a practice that we utilize in the Coming of Age program, which is to invite you. You can use the paper. Maybe you want to take it out. If you don't have, if you didn't get paper as you came in, or you didn't get a pencil, just raise your hand and the ushers will come around and make sure that you get one. keep your hands up so that they can make sure to get you some paper. We're going to invite you to write a 6-word credo statement. So 6 words that sum up everything that guides your life and all of your beliefs. No. But 6 words that go to the core of your values. And in youth group, we got, how long? Like 2 minutes to do this, right? So we're going to give you 2 minutes, not counting this time. And I'm going to share mine, which was done in the moment with the youth group. So completely fair. Don't worry. I didn't give myself bonus time. And mine is fiercely following love and her call. You can't take mine, though, okay? You have to write your own. 6 words, while I think we'll hear a little bit more music. And invite those who are online as soon as you have your credo ready to go ahead and put it in the chat. Okay, I'm very loud on mic number 2. Here we go. And Hannah's going to kick us off.
Trying her best and having fun.
Trying her best and having fun. I like it. Who else has one they want to share? Just raise your hand. I'll come right to you.
Hello. I have to admit first that mine is plagiarized. But I have to give credit. I have to give credit to Elton John. Love is what we're here for.
Wonderful.
Share your love and be compassionate.
Lead by example, even when no one is looking.
I love it. Okay, we've got some over here.
Here's yet another opportunity to learn.
Hello, everyone from Belgium. This is my first time ever in this church. I'm the nephew of Wim. I must say that I think this is a very special experience already for me. It's a beautiful building. It's a very warm atmosphere. I'm very thankful to be here. And my credo is trust your gut to find love.
Insight, justice, compassion begins with me.
Treasure lives in every one of us.
Thank you, Deb. I'm going to see if we have any online. Will, do we have any online? Anyone else in the room want to go?
Lovingly support and nourish all living things.
Love, acceptance, and caring for all.
Anyone else? Ooh, we have someone online. First, we're going to go to Margaret.
making lemonade out of life's sour lemons.
Love it. I'm going to get online and then I'll come back in the room to Allison. I always wanted to run a talk show. This is very, okay, I'm in the room. I'm still here. We've got trying to understand and accept everyone. Oh, that's beautiful. And Allison, with the last 6 words.
Sean told me I had to raise my hand. Treat everyone with empathy, honor nature.
Thank you, beloved. I invite you to take this practice, try it at home, bring it to friends, a neighborhood potluck. You can make credos anywhere. You really can. And with that, I want to invite Henry up for our testimonial this Sunday.
Hello, my name is Henry McCannett, and I'm a senior in high school. I am a leader in the senior youth group. I am a 5'8" white male with mid-length brown hair wearing a black shirt. I started attending RE in 2nd grade, and it took me a few years to really start attending regularly. I started out being very shy, and I would often stay up in service with my mom because of it, and it took me a while to really become accustomed to RE. As I got older, that would change, as I gradually began to meet more people through the RE program, many of whom are my close friends today. From programs like Building Bridges, the OWL program, and so many more, the Lifespan Ministry team helps to educate us about the world around us. And I haven't even gotten to talk about the youth group yet. In my freshman year of high school, I moved towns and I really struggled with trying to find community. I would look for constants, such as old friends who I could still talk to, and my Beacon community. The members and adult guides for the youth group helped me find a community I could use to center myself throughout the beginning of high school, and one that I still know is a constant even though I am a senior. COA helped me in applying to college too, as I wrote my essay reflecting on standing in the sanctuary giving my credo statement. Today's service brings this full circle for me, starting youth group, standing here, and about to finish it with this testimonial. It is for these reasons and so much more that I am thankful for the work done by the members of the Lifespan Ministry team and all of the adult guides. It is thanks to all of them that I and so many others have become the people we are today. So, please give generously this day for our RE program so that future youth can have the same experiences that we all had. Thank you.
Accompanied by Samir Kurian, our offering will be greatly received.
Just making sure I'm properly situated because first service I almost caused an earthquake knocking down the candles. Today I will be playing for you classics from the first Bach cello suite, the minuets 1 and 2.
you, Sammy. I'd like to invite our seniors and our graduating coming of agers and our mentors to join us here in front at the chancel. You have given generously, and I ask you again to give us another generous gift of the Spirit. In our tradition, our chalice is the symbol of our faith. Many years ago, it was the youth of our faith denominations, the Unitarians and the Universalists in the 1940s, who urged us on to protect the lives of people that deserved an acknowledgement of worth and dignity. In their coming together, they created this beautiful symbol that let the world know there was community supporting them. And today, we gift to our coming of agers that symbol of community to remind them that they are held and loved. And I ask that you share a gift of spirit by raising a hand, sharing and sending some love toward these gifts that we will share. A necklace with the chalice for our coming of agers. Earrings with a chalice for our mentors. And continued candles and a hat pin because Robin likes to be fancy. Also noting the chalice and symbol of our faith. Coming of agers, would you please share gifts with your mentors, Abby and Hannah, or Abby and Abstentia? And beloveds, would you please hold in your heart a word of blessing for all of the children and youth of this community, that they may continue to be held and strengthened by your love. Amen. Thank you. Thank you for doing as your Spirit calls you to do, for conjuring a word of blessing, for that is our work and our duty. And we invite you now to stand in body or spirit. Please rise and join us for hymn number 1024, When the Spirit Says Do.
Now we're gonna dance. You've got to dance when the Spirit says dance. You've got to dance when the Spirit says dance. When the Spirit says dance, you've got to dance. Oh Lord, you've got to dance when the Spirit says dance. All right, we'll go back to the beginning. You got to do. You got to do when the Spirit says do. You got to do when the Spirit says do. When the Spirit says do, you've got to do. Oh Lord, you've got to do when the Spirit says do.
throughout history and throughout time, transitions like these of our coming of agers have been held in ritual. Rituals of welcome, welcoming our youth into community. Rituals of acknowledgement of their talents and gifts and brilliance. And rituals of acceptance, our acceptance of multiple perspectives and their acceptance of responsibility. Please join me for our closing words and benediction, which are adapted from the prose of Alan Gorin, Thresholds. We cross them every day, from room to room, from outside to inside and back again, from here to there, anywhere to everywhere, from age to age. Each threshold offers an opportunity for change, for renewal, for transformation, from what we were and what we are to what we can be. Please take a moment to join hands as we share in this sacred time, as we together prepare to cross yet another threshold, from blessed togetherness and deep introspection to service and responsibility. We cross a threshold from space and time attuned to each other, to the sacred and to the holy, into our day-to-day everydayness, into the call of community, where we strive for justice and inclusivity, where deeds, not creeds, help us to feed the spirit and heal the world. May it be so, and amen.
Amen.